Hello, I'm Dr. James Bogash, expert in health and longevity and creator of Bogash Life and Balance. And today we're going to talk about one of my favorite subjects, and that is dark chocolate. And dark chocolate contains these protective compounds that are really good for things like your blood vessels. They share the same protective compounds that you're going to find in tea and coffee and berries, these polyphenols that are really good for all kinds of things health. And of course, we're talking about dark chocolate, not the crappy, junky milk chocolate that has no health benefits whatsoever. And that means dark chocolate, and usually the darker the better. So, and we've seen that it's helped the heart, it helps the blood vessels, helps the brain. There's a lot of things that we know that dark chocolate is good for. I always suggest combining them with your with some raw nuts. So almonds, macadamia nuts, pretty much anything goes with dark chocolate. And just to give you an idea of how important this can be, because people thought for a long time that eating dark chocolate was maybe not so good for you, and maybe even linked to weight gain and diabetes, but that's just not true. We've seen study after study that shows that dark chocolate consumption does not increase risk of diabetes and obesity, which drives us home to this particular study that looked at, it's a smaller study, I want to say it was like 40 people, and they had them take either water or a high cacao. Remember, that's not cocoa spelled backwards, it's cacao. So that's the original bean that dark chocolate comes from. And so the higher the cacao content, generally the better off it is for you. So they compared a drink of water versus a drink of this cacao mixture before doing an oral glucose tolerance test. That's when you drink that nasty, awful stuff and you have your blood checked every so often to see how well your blood sugar goes up. Well, what they found in this study is not only did the cacao drink lower blood sugar, it also increased insulin and a hormone called GLP-1, which is one of the body's most powerful anti-diabetic hormones. A lot of the new-fangled expensive drugs like Byetta and Januvia, the ones that come from Gila Monster spit, are affected the GLP-1 pathway. We already know that things like chewing more can increase GLP-1 pathway, so combine your raw nuts with some dark chocolate and chew more, and you're going to have a really potent anti-diabetic effect while you're actually enjoying what you might be snacking on. So, as always, I will post a link to this particular study in the description. Make sure you like this video, share it with somebody who you think needs the information, and subscribe to the